Good morning, guys. It's February the 4th. I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group, and I'm just going to run through what I'm looking for this morning. So we had that big breakout yesterday in euro dollar. I had a flick through my dollar index chart earlier this morning, and yeah, we had a big rejection day on the dollar index, so that was the reason why that broke down. So I kind of had a channel on my daily chart on that, and that had broken, and that was the big sell-off. So we bounced at 96.90. So we are at the 200 moving average on the day in the dollar index, so we could see some buying here. So anyway, so the euro dollar. So euro absolutely broke, smashing out of its range. We got all the way up to 11.40, I believe was the high. Yeah, 111.40. So that was, if we just load the 60-minute chart, as you can see, a big breakout day for the euro. We are now back up at a level that I think it might hold at. A number of reasons for this. So we're at the 200 moving average, and we closed back below that. So that's quite significant. The last time it did that, we kind of went straight through it, closed back the next day back below it, and similarly it's happened before. So the 200 on the day has been pretty key. We are at a D as well, so we have hit the D and we've ran straight onto the 118, the 127, excuse me. And so you can be looking at least a pullback to 110. And I think probably a day down to 110. You might get an indecision day. I don't expect this to be a fast market and move on. I think this is now an opportunity to sell the euro again. I think maybe if you look for a 15-minute lower high, sell through the lows. I think 110 is a really good target. So I think if you take it down from, if you take a close below sort of 110.70, I think then you can get that move lower, and I'll certainly be looking for that today. So we've extended 127, failed at the 127, and I think it pulls back now to the 38, and that's down at 110. So I think that's a really good trade for today. There's no reason why it shouldn't go there, and that's certainly what I'm going to be looking to trade. So I think you might get a first bounce at 110.30, and then we roll over and go again. So I'm looking to sell the euro today, and I expect it to close back inside its 110.25 range, kind of leading into tomorrow. So this could just be a clear out before non-farms tomorrow. So that's probably what I'm expecting to happen. So cable's a good one as well. We broke upwards. We're nearly back at the 38 with that one. We said about this for such a long time. Maybe back up towards 146.90. We got yesterday up to 146.60, so we're getting close. This 50 moving average on the day steps in as well. So where does this lead us? So this leads us up to 48.40. We said 146.90, so maybe that. Yeah, okay, so that's looking towards more like the 118. So you might get a bit of a deeper pullback. Again, I'm looking for buys around 143.30 before this one continues on down. The only thing is we have got out to this. We have got out to this hourly trend line, so maybe you just get a blip up there, and maybe good selling opportunity now is up in this one in cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put an eclipse up here, and potentially that becomes a bit of a sell zone. What I'm looking for cable. So we could get a pull down into 143.30 and then we go, or we just get a first rally up there. Now that would be ideal. So if we blip there and then sold off, that would be perfect for that one. Dollar yen sold off massively again yesterday as well, so we kind of overshot that D on the downside. So I'm just going to bang that one in. Excuse me a second. Let me just format my window. So not that one, this one. So I just want to show you these just so it doesn't cloud what you're seeing. So yeah, we sold off quite nicely yesterday. I think that was I started off the day being long dollar yen because I had it at a good level, as you guys know, but then that quickly changed as I realized that was just the next fib swing down. So I changed that idea, and currently we are now well overextended and hit the D. We've actually hit the 127, so this is also due a pullback into 118.50. I think you could then see potentially there's nothing to say that this isn't going to sell off again. So just be careful of this one. I'm not looking to play this today. I think it looks like a bit of a muddled chart, so I'm staying away from dollar yen. Dollar CAD, nice close as well, down at 138, so it's got down there. I think if it opens this bottom side, this is the break that we were talking about, and now there's actually not very much down to 136, so you've got to look to play that. I mean, that was a perfect selling opportunity. We'd gone through this on the higher time frames before, so you've got to look at that as a perfect selling opportunity. So again, I'll be looking for this to get back up to sort of 139.15. 139.15 is a perfect sell zone for me. Or you will roll over down to 136.40, and then I'll see this bounce, and then I'll be looking to buy that. So a couple of things there. I think this certainly gets down to, well, I've got that down at 135.20. I don't know whether it gets that low on this swing. But the next level down is 135.95, so say 136, and then you're down into 134.30. So I think you've definitely got to be looking at the short side for this one. This one looks really nice, and I do continually like this one. So we're going to watch dollar CAD. So short on the short side. Aussie's done exactly what we suggested it might do. Oh, no, it's still dollar CAD. Aussie still done exactly what we suggested it might do. We blipped down into towards, I actually said 70.20 was my buy zone, so I've missed that by a pip or two, but now we have rallied and we did hit that 70.80, which was the level that we talked about. So brilliant, that's coming back in there. This is actually a retest of a daily trend line. So that's actually good. So I'm looking for an initial sell here. So again, I'm looking for a short in Aussie down to 71.15. I think that's probably a good zone, and then see what happens there. If it bounces, then we're looking for the long side. What I could do here is, what I might do is I just bang this line in like this. This line held nicely. So we colour this and just put this in white as a past market angle. So if we're short, we're looking, if it gets down to here, for some sort of rejection off here. So if this drizzles down, you might get that to pip it at 71 sort of zone. I've got a level at 71, well, 65 on the downside, and then 70.70. So we could just get down there, and that is perfectly lined up with the 61.8 retracement. So that could be quite a high probability setup. The Kiwi, again, I was looking for this as well yesterday. I sold a bit at 50s, and we're still there now, so nothing too serious in that one. We have pulled back to the 127, so expect to bounce at 66.20 on the downside. I do like that one as well. I think that that's very overextended, and I'm going to sell this on the way down. So I think you get that. So obviously it rallied up into 66.90, which was kind of like this past market angle that we had in, or this trend line, sorry. And I think that's the 118 fail, and I think you can see this trade at least back down to 65.90. I think that's quite a good zone, and I'll be looking to sell that again. So it does look like we're going to have a kind of a correction maybe. I think everything's overextended now on the dollar weakness side, so you could see a pullback in those. I'm going to be going back through all my other pairs to see what else I can match up, but certainly everything looks like it could be due a pullback. I think Euro, Oz, and Kiwi all look like they could pull back. And so I'd be looking certainly for the short side in those this morning. I think Euro looks really nice for a short, back down into 110. So obviously yesterday's bar was very bullish, so be careful. Obviously we're looking for the best one would be an indecision day today, and then we sell off tomorrow before non-farms, or non-farms is the catalyst for that to sell off. But no, it looks pretty interesting. So I hope that's been useful for you guys. I'm going to go over to the virtual floor now, so please come over and join me on that. It starts at 7, from 7 till 10, and then 1 till 4, so that'd be great if we could have you on there. Our head trader Andy Demi is actually running a live seminar on Friday evening here at the offices in Moorgate, so you're more than welcome to come and join us for that. The link is in the description below, so come over to join that, and happy trading. Have a good day. Thank you.